all of that comes with friendship. And I think that true friends conduct themselves that way. They ain't yes people that tell you just what you want to hear. They ain't no people that's willing to vilify you to second something. I mean, I see cats talking about him, and I can't even put into words the shit I've seen them do and heard about them doing, especially in our business. And so it's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Cat Williams. You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave. Now, once again, that's separate and apart from all of this. We get that part. I'm not talking about what people are talking about and what they have to talk about. I'm talking about the zest with which they do it. If I sit up there and I'm friends with Big Boy, I'm a contemporary colleague with Big Boy, right? And then Big Boy get in trouble. It's one thing for me to be on the air and going like this, yeah, you know, I mean, this is what happened to Big Boy. And it's another thing in time, you'd be like, yeah, you see what happened to Big Boy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you just see that and you see a joy that some people are having and going at him. And that's sad. You can talk about it, but we know the difference in terms of the flavor that you're bringing to an equation where you're talking about somebody with glee and joy in your voice when, you know, when you're talking about the kind of predicament they find themselves in. And that's what I have a problem with. So for me, it's just about making sure, that he knows, and anybody that knows how I feel knows that he matters to me, and I want him to be okay.
So Stephen A. Smith, he's not name-dropping Joe Budden's name, but he's clearly talking about Joe Budden.
All that was said that broke while we were recording was he met this girl when she was 19, which is foul. But I don't know when you met the girl, and that don't say when you started being romantic, so I won't rush to judgment. They say you met the girl in 2023. That's yesterday.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna say
that's very, 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 very recent. So now you're just nasty. If you didn't do nothing wrong and your story is legit, you look nuts, dog.
crazy.
That's another thing I had to get clarity on when I went home and had time to think to myself. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't.
What, meet her at the gym?
You didn't. You didn't. That's something that was able to fly last time when we were just recording there. Oh, I met her in the gym. All right, cool. Once I seen it, you was not just on the fucking Stairmaster. You wasn't just trekking along and exchange. Stop, yo, stop. Now you playing with me now.
Yeah.
Now you playing with me now.
All right, y'all, so there you have it. That was Stephen A. Smith, and he decided to call out Joe Budden and Gilbert Arenas and other black content creators. And even though Stephen A. Smith, he didn't name drop, for example, Joe Budden's name, he was clearly speaking about Joe Budden. And here's the thing, he has the right to speak on, you know, black content creators, because a lot of people, they get angry every time when Stephen A. Smith, when he basically calls out people. But he has every right to, you know, speak his opinions. And the reason why I call out Joe Budden is because Joe Budden has been talking about Shannon Sharpe. Not only talking about it, he's been clowning Shannon Sharpe, because Shannon Sharpe, he was accused of, you know, doing something, I can't really say the word here on YouTube, but he's been clowning Shannon Sharpe for, you know, his outfits and, you know, his leaked Instagram audio that was leaked on the internet. That is what Joe Budden has been clowning Shannon Sharpe over. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.